Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What it is, ho? Oh, what's up? Not Choco getting jumped. Not y'all jumping Choco. Y'all jumping Choco. Ciao. What's good? What's up, MessyMya? It's your girl, MessyMya, and I am back again with another tea video, ho. Y'all know what we here for, child. Let's get into the mess. So Choco Brown and Elsa K went live the other day, baby, and they were spilling tea. They were getting into some things. They were spilling tea. They were getting into the mess. Okay, and baby, one of the things that they were getting into was how Choco was jumped. And then Choco went live again and said, ho, not only was I jumped, but the way that they did me in the next episode was messy, and I did not deserve that shit, baby. Let's go ahead and get into the mess.
Jumped at one point. By who? You guys will see. But
yeah.
She did get jumped.
I can't wait for you to see next week's episode, though. I really can't wait, because that was messy. And I know I did not deserve that. I didn't. For no reason. I didn't deserve that. Kayla tried to jump me because I saw her trying to sneak somebody, and I pulled her out of the way. I didn't punch. I did not slap her. I just pulled her out of the way so she wouldn't jump my friend. So when I pulled her, I think a lot of people rushed me, and I saw myself on the floor. Ivori's been pulling people away from fights. Lex has been pulling people away from fights. People pull people away from fights. I only pulled you away from sneaking my friend. After pulling you, everybody jumps me.
Alright, so we got some things to get into. So y'all know in the last episode, they showed a preview for the next episode, which showed, Choco Brown was like, oh, you want to fight me so bad? And then what's up? She was talking to DTV. But Ivori was already checking Choco's temperature. Looking at her like, bitch, what's up? Like, you looking at me like, what you want to do? Like, checking her temperature. Choco, she brushed Ivori off. Okay, she brushed Ivori off. Wasn't really worried about it, but when she called out DTV next episode, Ivori said, bitch, fight me, ho. Fight me, ho. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, it was a mess. I feel like Ivori was obviously still mad from the night before. Okay. And child, Dolly is behind security, girl. PC'd up. She don't want to fight, girl. She's injured, as always. So, I just feel like Ivori really just wanted, because there was no reason for her to do this to Choco. Like, her and Choco never had an issue, but at the same time, it's like, she did it for no reason to Choco, and she's wrong for that. But I'm like, damn, Choco, did you not do the same thing to K-Rican? Did you not? And girl, I like Choco. I love Choco, actually. I really do. I didn't care for her when she did that corny shit to K-Rican, knowing that K-Rican was one of the weakest links in the house, and she just, she wasn't talking to you. She wasn't talking to Choco. Choco wanted to get on that. Okay, she wanted to get on that, and they ran it outside. She whooped her down too. But I'm just saying, you did that weird, corny shit to K-Rican for no reason. K-Rican wasn't even talking to you, and you know she wasn't talking to you. So it's like, so now look, you didn't have an issue with K-Rican. You didn't know K-Rican from a can of paint. To be coming into the house or coming into the winery, starting issues with her and trying to fight her and beat her up, beat on her, literally whoop on her for nothing. Because what was that for you to do? But now, baby, them tables turn, baby. Karma done spent that block. Baby, one thing about it and two things for sure. Karma is going to spin the block every single time. And guess what? Now you're minding your business. You and Ivori never had an issue with each other. Now Ivori calling you out for a fade, telling you to, what's up? She picking with you. And she's wrong for that, because go get, it's really just like, go get the hoe that was trying to slice you up last night. Go get that hoe. Stop trying to spare her. She didn't spare you when you were drunk. So go get her. She was just trying to slice you up. What you worried about Choco for? But it's karma. It's karma. I don't like that they did my baby like that. But it's karma, not the jumping. The jumping, I definitely do not agree with. I don't agree with them all jumping on Choco. I do not agree with that, because Choco was just trying to have her friends back. But the whole Ivori and Choco thing, baby, Ivori is wrong for that. You never had an issue with Ivori. You and Ivori barely said 2 words to each other. You know what I'm saying? But baby, You did the same thing to K Rican. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. I feel like Ivori literally did to Choco what Choco did to K Rican. Karma gonna spin the block every single time. Now you looking like, oh, I did nothing to deserve this. Da 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 da. Oh, dude, I ain't forget about what you did to K Rican, girl. I still like you though. But anyways, let's get into the jumping. So apparently, LCK was, into it with somebody else, and then I think it was KK, Co-Killer, who tried to sneak her and jump Elsie from behind. And I believe this. Baby, they've been jumping Elsie this whole season. Elsie been getting jumped this whole season. From the moment she stepped foot on the set and called out K Rican. KK jumped her that same day. Baby, just a couple episodes ago. the episode where Tavy finally got her chain back, it was the episode before last. I think it was. Yeah. I think it was one of those episodes. It was a recent episode where they jumped LCK again. When LCK called out a fade with KK and K Rican tried to jump her. No, she did jump her. She tried, you know what I'm saying? And then BitLex made it known, like, ho, don't jump her. Like, what is wrong with you? And then when BitLex, put her hands on K Rican and let her know, ho, don't jump. What you jumping for? Don't jump her. As she should. Because why are y'all jumping? LCK of all people, LCK can't fight. Baby, LCK cannot fight. What? Y'all do not gotta jump her. Y'all whoop her every single time one-on-one, which says a lot because neither one of y'all can fight Co-Killer and K Rican. So y'all don't got no reason to jump her, yet y'all jump her every single time y'all are into it with her. It's just unnecessary. But anyways, K Rican jumped into that fight. BitLex broke it up and told her to not jump. And she telling Fauna, get your friends. Your friends shouldn't be jumping. And then Fauna popped BitLex. And it's like, for what? She was just trying to make sure that Elsie don't get jumped. Y'all don't need to jump LCK. Y'all really don't need to be jumping nobody. But y'all definitely don't need to be jumping LCK. So I believe that they were jumping LCK. That's what Choco was saying. They tried to jump LCK again. Choco pulled KK away because why are you trying to sneak and jump my friend while she's already in a fight with somebody? And they said, baby, that's when they jumped on her, girl. They jumped on her. Now when BitLex tried to do this, tried to pull K Rican away from LCK from trying to jump LCK when LCK was into it with KK, Fauna popped BitLex for it, but the girl, they jumped Choco child. They jumped her. What y'all jumping for? I don't get it. Like, it's just unnecessary. Like, that was definitely unnecessary, and I feel bad for her when it comes to that because nobody is gonna sit there and watch you sneak their friend and jump their friends while their friend is already into it with somebody. Nobody, like, realistically, you would not let nobody do that to y'all. Y'all don't even play that when it comes to each other, so I don't know why y'all would expect Choco to just sit there and watch y'all jump LCK. It literally makes no sense. And y'all been jumping this girl this entire season. Let up. What y'all jumping LCK for, of all people? Of all people. I really don't get it. Y'all sat there and y'all watched Fauna get dropped and dog walked by BitLex. And y'all ain't... Girl. But y'all will jump into a fight. Y'all will literally jump into a fight. But y'all shouldn't be jumping anyway. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter. Y'all should not be jumping nobody. Especially LCK. And I'm going to just leave it at that. But to make a long story short, I do not feel bad for Choco when it comes to the whole Ivori thing. Because, and in my opinion, I don't even feel like it was that serious. The whole Ivori and Choco thing. I don't feel, unless Ivori jumped her and we don't know something yet. Because we haven't seen the episode yet. So I'm not going to speak too much on it. But it's like, I don't even think it was that serious. Because, baby, I seen the preview of the fight. And the fight looked horrible. That's why I say y'all need to stop saying that now that TV Ivori's in the building. Now that TV Ivori was present this episode. Now that's TV Ivori. No, ma'am. No ham. No turkey, bitch. That's not now that's TV Ivori. Now that's TV Ivori was tearing through shit. She's not doing that. Like, I mean, okay, she is... a little bit, but like not really. Like these past 2 episodes, baby, no. And that Choco and Ivori fight looked pitiful, baby. I don't know what the hell they were doing. Hold on, let me watch it again. Hold on. It looked horrible. Like, they weren't even connecting. Like, ew. Like, ew. It wasn't even a good fight. Like, and that's what baffles me about the whole thing, because I feel like both Choco and Ivori can get down. I don't know what they were doing. What were y'all doing? First of all, the first 5 hits from each person, they missed it. I don't know what they were doing. Girl, I don't know. Girl, Choco Brown and DTB fights was better than that. And DTB can't even fight like that. But y'all know Ivori was saying that she was knocking out teeth and collecting names, baby. She was the tooth fairy, ho. That, according to Ivori, let Ivori tell it. So the girls was like, ho, Choco, since you fought Ivori, did she knock out your teeth, baby? So Choco said no.
So, my teeth is complete. Nobody removed my teeth. Can you see? Is anyone missing? No.
But regardless of how the fight went, Ivori went on live and said that she whooped Choco down. She said Choco's about to get... Now, I don't know if she was talking about the reunion. She could have been talking about the reunion. But at the same time, I feel like she was talking about the upcoming episode. But I don't know. But anyway, either way, she said that Choco's gonna get whooped. And it don't look like she whooped her to me. But baby, let's go ahead and get into it.
Choco about to get torn up. Y'all just don't even know.
Okay, so baby, DTB is real frustrated about the big K. The knife, baby. Y'all know that after the first round, Dolly ran into the kitchen. I'm talking about running. Baby, she's a runner. She's a what? She's a runner. She's a track star, ho. Ran to the kitchen to get to get the motherfucking big K. The knife, baby. So she tried to slice some shit up. She tried to slice something up. Girl, a mess. So DTB, Diamond Body, aka Disturbing These Bitches, yeah, she went online to talk about it. And she called out Natalie too. So let's go ahead and get into the mess, baby. She not only called out Bad Dolly for having a weapon on TV, but she also called out CEO Natalie Nunn. She said at the point when someone grabs a weapon and threatens a cast member's life on a TV show, that's supposed to be entertainment. That person needs to be sent home. Imagine Ivori or anyone else losing their life over a TV fight. That's absolutely unacceptable. Worried about me yelling, but not worried about your castmates' actions that could end the whole show and seriously harm people. Shake my head, some CEO. Because Diamond the Body clocked it. I'm not even gonna buy it. Clocked her down, in my opinion. Because yesterday or the day before yesterday, girl, it was soon after the episode dropped. Natalie went on social media, like she always does, posted a video of DTB yelling, talking about, oh yeah, the screaming and the yelling was on my last nerves. It was annoying, this, that, and the third. But again, like DTB said, clocked you down. Baby, you're worried about me yelling, but you got somebody in the kitchen hiding out with a knife. Literally, not even like she got, no, she was trying to run past security with the knife, and you're telling me that she was still allowed to sleep there that same night? She was still allowed on the show? That's what I'm saying. That's why they do whatever they want, because there's no consequences for the shit that they do. They could do anything. But it doesn't surprise me. Tommy brought a whole pew pew on the show. It was lighting them hoes up. Shooting! Mind you, to the point where the girls literally got hit by it. She got brought back the next season. Yeah. Tommy brought a taser back on Baddies West reunion. They brought her back multiple seasons after that. What happened? What else happened? Automatic. Wrap the chain. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they are doing stuff to purposely hurt each other. Like, Automatic wrapped a actual chain around her fist and got the cracking noodle with it at the reunion. A mess. Stunner Girl, baby, Stunner Girl's boyfriend back on Baddies West was lighting it up. Baby, shut down the whole. Literally got to the point where they had to shut down the whole production because of it. They brought back Stunner Girl multiple times. They don't care. Like, it's sad though. It's sad. They do not care. Somebody could show them that they are obviously a danger to the girls around them, to production, to everybody, and they will still bring them back season after season after season after season. Because there's just no way. This girl literally went to the kitchen to grab the big K. Tried to run past security with it and was threatening people on the cast, like Diamond Body said, over a TV squabble. That really wasn't even that serious to begin with. I don't even think it was that deep. It's not like she was getting jumped or anything, or there was some type of harm or threat to her life or her well-being. It's not even like it was a situation like that where she genuinely had to defend herself. It was one round outside. And honestly, I don't even feel like it was a good fight. It's not even like you got dog walked. But even if you did, so what? Nothing called for Dolly's reaction to go into the kitchen and grab the big K. Nothing called for that. It did not call for all that. It's at the end of the day, like Diamond said, it is TV. Child, I don't know. I feel like anybody who gets a weapon, grabs a weapon, anything, even if it's like not gonna harm you, I feel like they should be kicked off. I do. Because again, it's like you have to have some type of consequence for your actions. And I feel like Zeus, they just don't care. You know what I'm saying? They do not care. That's just what it is. But I definitely agree with DTB. And I definitely agree with what she's saying, especially when it comes to Natalie. Like, girl, you're worried about screaming. Yeah, you're in you went to the kitchen chopping it up with somebody who literally is trying to, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Something's not clicking. If your life is not in danger, if your life is not being threatened, if you are not being threatened, done dirt, I just feel like it's just a weapon of any kind. It just doesn't. It don't really need all that. We don't need all that. It's TV. It's not that serious. I promise you. Or unless somebody takes it there with you first. Like, baby, we done seen piss being thrown on TV. Not on TV, but we done seen that piss was thrown. We done seen people spit on each other. Now, if somebody throw piss on you, or if somebody does that, throw their fluids on you, or literally spits on you, baby, I can't tell you what to do after that, girl. No shade. I cannot, or jump you. I cannot tell nobody what to do after that. But I'm just saying, she didn't get done like that. She didn't get jumped. Nobody was threatening her. Like, there was no reason for her to get the knife. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, so DTB continued, and she said, just because it didn't happen doesn't mean that it couldn't happen. And if somebody showed you that they are even capable of the thought and the action, who knows if they would actually go through with it at any other time. This is a serious issue that's being laughed at and brushed over. Weapons are not a joke. It's not a joke. Stabbing somebody is not something that should be laughed at or taken lightly. Now, that's cringy if you ask me. Y'all were more outraged over the Mped comment than actual attempted you-know-what. And then she talks about Meatball, and then she talks about Tommy bringing a gun and bringing a pew-pew and this, that, and the third, and how she wasn't okay with either one. And then she said, and fans that's justifying it, saying, well, this person did this and that person did that. Y'all are also the problem. It's not going to be till somebody dies before y'all think it's too far. When it's too late, whose fault is it going to be then? It might be entertaining to you, but at this point, we are risking our lives to be on the show, all because the CEO does not know where to draw the line. And then when I say that I don't want to go back or I quit, y'all think I'm soft or weak. No, I love my damn life. It's only a matter of time. Shake my head. What she's saying is the truth. Nobody's going to care, and it's not going to matter to anybody until it gets taken too far. Literally, she's not lying. She's not lying. So she mentions quitting and not wanting to return back to Zeus, baddies, whatever, because she feels like it's getting taken too far. And at this point, she feels like she's risking her own life by being on the show. And I get it. They don't know when to draw the line. They don't know when to say, hey, that's too far. Stop. You're about to go home. We're not even finna play like that. That's a liability. They don't know when to step in and say that. I don't know. Like she said, if somebody has shown you that they even think like that, or that they are even capable of doing it, why are you not only why are they on the show, but why are they able to sleep in the house with everybody else? If they already proved to you and showed you that they were capable of being a danger to the cast. It literally makes no sense. They are a multi-million-dollar corporation. I just don't understand why they would want that under their belt. It's like at some point you have to draw the line. At some point. at some point. Even the fact that Tommy got past security with the pew pew to this day baffles me. The fact that she spit on security, no shade, I know y'all love Tommy, but I'm just being for real. The fact that she was able to spit in security's face and bring a taser to the reunion, I don't understand how she was able to come back. I don't understand why they would bring back, oh my gosh, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But child, I understand what she's trying to say, and yeah, she mentioned quitting because of that. So we just gonna have to see if she follows up with that decision. Now, this is where DTV lost me, okay? So somebody basically called her out, bitch, if you're gonna hold everybody else accountable for taking it too far, you need to hold your friend accountable too. So somebody said, speak on how Ivori threw pee on somebody. Diamond Body responded and said, P cannot unalive you. Baby, it doesn't matter. And I understand that she was on the subject of how certain situations can put their lives at risk. I understand that, but at the same time, we're not about to sit here and act like pee is not nasty and act like throwing fluids on somebody, it's just not also taking it too far. That is a form of taking something too far. We're not just finna excuse it because that's your friend. Because girl, and I'm pretty sure you would not be singing that same tune if Dolly would have threw her fluids on Ivori, or the other way around, she would have threw her fluids on you. I'm pretty sure you would have been popping it like this too. I don't know. That's where she loses me though, because although no, it cannot unalive you, baby, it's still taking it too far for a quote unquote TV beef. So I don't know what she's talking about. So baby, the fans had their foot on KK's neck this last episode because they felt like she was popping it too much, she was talking too much, she was yelling too much, and they said it gave very much annoying. I'm not gonna lie, at certain points I did agree with her and I understood her frustration, but baby, at some other points, girl, I'm like, please shut up, girl. I mean, please be quiet, especially when them hands don't even match with you. But child, she addressed it, a little bit. I don't really think that she really girl, let's go ahead and get into it. She started talking about how she be popping it and how she be talking, but she didn't really, child, let's get into it.
So lately everybody been talking about oh, she too gangster, or I talk too hard, or I act like a boy, or I'm glad actually people get to see where I come from, because that's how the bitch here. I just came back here and I had got my nails done, and it was these little girls, and they was 15, 16, and I'm like, damn, they really me, they was acting like me. But when I go home, you hear people all the time say dudes play fight and they they say that it's so natural, that's just what we say. And the girls where I'm from talk hard, I'm not acting, bro. And if you watch me or you go back to any old me, this has always been me. I can't help it. So it's I'm not everybody's cup of tea, everybody, I'm not a that's not me. I'm always gonna be me, you feel me? So yeah, all those little opinions about the she too gangster, or she talk too hard, she act like a little boy. That's how we act where I'm from.
Now listen, so it looks like Pretty P and Bad Dolly are gonna run it back at the reunion. Y'all know they was beefing last season. They kind of brushed it off this season, but baby, Pretty P was online shading Dolly, and Dolly says she's going to get that hoe very soon at the reunion. Let's go ahead and get into the mess. So I'm not going to lie, I feel like Pretty P all of a sudden coming for Bad Dolly in summer is very random. I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at it for the simple fact that y'all literally threw her watching the pool. Her foot really should have been on y'all neck throughout the entire season, and she should have never let up. But it is a little bit random, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to lie to y'all, but let's go ahead and get into the mess. So, my boo, my fave, Pretty P, she was an MVB, most valuable baddie. Her, Ivori, and Bad Dolly were all MVBs of episode 12, last episode. Okay, so Pretty P shared this, and she was shading Dolly by putting Michael Myers over her picture, because y'all know the girls love to call Bad Dolly Michael Myers, love Mikey, especially she's definitely not beating the allegations, considering the fact that she tried to get the big cat and tried to slice something up. Okay, so that's what she did, shading Bad Dolly, and Dolly responded. Okay, so Dolly said, it's crazy how I can tell a person I don't have an issue with them, and they wait till the season is good and over to start with me. But I'm the bully. Oh, okay. That's why I hate being cool and nice, because bitches always switching. But it's cool. I'll Tyson that. Then Bad Dolly gets in the comment section and implies that she is going to see Pretty P real soon at the reunion, and she gonna whoop her. So, child, it's a mess. All right, y'all. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the video and sticking with me to the end. Baby, if you made it to the end, go ahead and drop a yellow heart emoji. Let me know that you are a real, true MessyMya member and that you stuck with your girl to the end. Because y'all know I talk a lot. So you a real one if you stuck it out. I love y'all so much. Drop that yellow heart emoji in the comments. I love y'all. Bye.